Well, those kids were 9 years old, so don't tell me you can't get out and dance. If those kids can do it, you can do it too. And you can probably take a lesson and learn and have some fun and get exercise.
Definitely.
And you're not going to be dancing around the IRS, though.
That was good. No, I don't think so.
So tell me, what's going on this year?
Oh,
Lots of changes?
Well, lots of
Or you
changes.
don't know yet?
Yeah, we don't know, no. The one big thing I do want to tell people is that we can't file our tax returns until January 30th. It's been
That'll be
I know.
most people sitting at the can't wait to push that button and get it.
Right, with the delay in the signing of the bill,
Okay.
the processing is not going to take place until January 30th. So even if you have your return ready and send it in today, nothing's going to happen to a paper return or electronic filing return until January 30th.
So hold off. Besides, you might find out the law changed somewhere and now you got to do it over.
Yeah, or and the extenders, we have 3 major extenders that went through, the tuition and fee deduction, the state and local income tax that you can claim as an itemized deduction on your Schedule A. No, but it's extended.
It's just, they weren't sure that whether or not it was going to go through.
Right.
All the draft forms had reserved on it, so we didn't know.
Well, this is Joanne Passineau, by the way. She's from the IRS.
Talking already.
And we have Beth and Smith. Well, we're just starting, and she's from the United Way of the Greater Capital Region. We're going to be talking about free tax.
Yes,
free tax returns.
Free tax filing.
Preparations.
Cash Coalition of the Greater Capital Region is very...
Is Zarzecki still doing that?
Who?
Zarzecki? Is that
I don't know.
Richard Zarzecki?
Yes.
What's his name?
Richard Zarzecki.
Zarzecki.
Okay,
Is still the chair,
He's from Circles of Mercy over in Rensselaer. Yep.
Right.
And Beth, she runs the, I am like the IRS relationship manager, and Beth is the Cash Coalition relationship manager. And she gets all the VITA sites going up and going and things.
So they're not ready yet, the VITA sites?
We're nearly ready.
Do you need volunteers?
We always need volunteers. At this point in time, we could use assistance with readers, having people help people fill out the intake forms. That would be the main
crowd
part.
Control too. That's
crowd
another
control,
one,
right? At the moment, we're having our last tax law training is actually today, January 15th, and we're getting ready to open up the tax sites for. Some of them will open next week, and some of them will wait until the week after. The big thing that we have new this year, the United Way was able to. Actually, it's on the PowerPoint that I brought with me.
I think they're going to bring that up now. Here we go.
On the next slide. Anyone can go out onto the internet, and if they would like to prepare their own taxes, they certainly can at myfreetaxes.com/NYCapRegion. And that will allow people to prepare their own taxes for free as long as their household income was under $57,000.
Oh my goodness! Well, that's pretty nice.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, and what's really interesting is,
now is that federal and state, or
federal,
just state?
federal and state. You can prepare
wow.
one state return for sure for free, and you have to if you've ever used My Free Taxes before, the one thing that you have to do this year is you have to build a brand new user ID, because that's the way it'll become free.
Okay.
So it's myfreetaxes.com/NYCapRegion.
That's really a great service.
Right,
Yes.
for under 57,000, and anyone can do it. And there's a toll-free number that people can call if they have questions on how to do their taxes.
Wonderful.
Right. And what's really nice is the New York State, on the next slide, New York State taxation and finance. Thank you. Have offered this year to help us, and they're going to have computer kiosks down on the concourse in the plaza, on the North Concourse, and they'll be opening January 31st, and they'll be open Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9 to 3.
Great location, because there's so many people that
and
can avail themselves
all the
of
people that work in the downtown area there can come in and do their taxes for free.
Great, that's really wonderful.
Isn't it?
I mean,
Yes.
because it can get pretty expensive, and especially if you have something kind of simple.
Right.
It's nice to be able to have that. And I'm sure the IRS wants to make sure that you have all the opportunity
Yes, do an
Yes.
accurate return.
to do an
Right.
accurate return.
And get everything that you are entitled to. Yes,
right?
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
There is another slide that has the phone numbers to call to be able to find a free tax preparation site.
great.
That's 211. It's a free call, or you can call the
211?
IRS.
Is that-
211.
That's a new.
No, 211. The United Way.
Oh, that's United Way.
Yeah.
That's
United-
your
Northeast
like the
United Way,
411,
yes.
211. Yeah. Okay,
Yes,
got it.
211 will help you. It's a Health and Human Services hotline. You can call 7 days a week.
Right.
And you can find out if you need help with food or rent or
They-
your
you
free
don't
tax preparation site.
You don't provide it, but
We
what
don't
you
provide
do
it,
is
but
you make that connection.
Phone call, right, and they'll give you the resources
Yeah, and
that
that's
are
the number you
available.
should have is 211. I was thinking of it as like the first like 518. This was a 211. I'm going.
No,
that doesn't
just
make. But it's
211.
just 211.
Just
yeah.
211.
All
Or
right,
you can
keep
call,
that number handy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or you can call the IRS at 1-888-906-9887.
And they'll be glad to help you.
Right,
because
that's to
they
find
want
a
you to
free tax
pay your
site.
taxes.
Right,
Yes.
right.
Volunteers, of course, are always needed. And the idea now, do you partner like with AARP or any of those, or?
We do. We have a number of co-located sites. AARP does tax counseling for the elderly, which is their version of VITA, and they have over 20 sites in the region, and we have another 20 sites, so we have over 40 sites within our region, and we've got sites in each of the counties that we serve that has both a VITA AARP, so we're offering services at least 6 days a week in most
Oh, that's
sites.
wonderful. And we do want to remind people that since this show is shown throughout the Capital Region, there's an area, and there's someplace near you that you
Yes,
can
there are.
get that.
There are.
And even though we're being filmed in Schenectady, we certainly do serve the entire Capital Region. Now, Joanne, I know you've been on before, and you've said sometimes, well, I'm really not sure. We haven't heard about that yet, and it has to do with this year's tax. But it has to do with last year's, the 2012. But there's been something like in the works, and it got signed like on December 31st, and you're just.
Yeah, right.
Is that
right.
how it works?
That's what happened. Congress decided to sign the bill on, I think it was January 1st, December 31st, January 1st, and it's called the American Tax Relief Act of 2012, which extended a lot of our credits and things that were in abeyance
That's
there.
what we
as
were
for-
worried about,
Yes.
that those were going to be dropped.
Right,
Yeah.
and so what happened is our system, and the reason why we can't file our tax returns until January 30th is we were set up one way, things changed another way, so now we're recreating the wheel and trying to get everything done.
Welcome to government.
I know. Yes. And everybody should have noticed a decrease in their paychecks with the Social Security tax going up from 4.6% to 6.2%.
Was that scheduled, or was that a result of a law being passed, or what?
That was scheduled, but we thought it might be extended. It was
Okay.
scheduled two years ago. We've had that little benefit,
Okay.
and then all of a sudden, my husband comes home and goes, "Joanne, what's going on here? I got $100 less in my paycheck," and I go, "Oh, let me tell you."
Well, at least he gets us straight.
Right.
Straight information.
Yes.
Well, they were worried that perhaps there would, we don't want to defund the Social Security, so
Right.
certainly we know that we're going to get it at the other end.
Right.
So,
yeah,
hopefully.
we're getting there, right? I'm getting there.
So that will work for us all. We certainly have to realize that many people are so dependent on Social Security that may be the only income that they have. They didn't get a
Yes.
pension, and with the change in climate with business, a lot of some of these programs are not quite as good as or lucrative. I don't want to
Right.
use the word lucrative, but as solid as they used to be. We'll put that word.
And they haven't gotten increases over the years.
No.
So it's really tough on people
Yeah, and they
receiving only Social
really need
Security.
that. What
Correct.
about deductions? There's been a lot of buzz about, they're going to take away our deductions for nonprofits. And of course, I deal with a lot of nonprofits. They're a little bit concerned because funds are drying up all over the
Right.
place. What's happening on that front?
Well, we can still contribute. We can give contributions to There are nonprofits, as long as they're a 501c3, and they're still deductible as an itemized deduction.
Okay, good.
The only problem is you got to itemize in order to take a little benefit of it.
Yeah.
But they're still deductible. Nothing's changed, and I think I don't see anything on 2013 tax law will change. But you never know. You know.
And what about mileage for the nonprofit? If people, drive to this place
and you do volunteer work. You know,
Yeah.
volunteer when you do contributions. Your volunteer time, your time is not deductible.
No.
But your
because I usually get $100 an hour.
Oh, easy. 100. I thought 150. No, but anything else that you pay for is deductible on your taxes.
If you park or your
right. And the mileage I think is 14 cents. Don't quote me on that.
That's what I remember.
14
14 cents on miles. Yeah.
No.
So that's pretty good, and it's going up over the couple of years.
Right.
But yeah, so it's still
they forgot about the gas going up. But anyway, we won't talk about
There's
that.
also medical miles too.
And medical miles.
Medical
But
miles.
it has to be a certain percentage of your income.
Yeah,
I believe.
medical's always very difficult.
Yeah,
to
I know. I
get.
do all of that, and it goes, you don't have enough to qualify.
Right,
Reg,
yeah.
You maybe do all that work.
Right.
Right. And you know what else I wanted to say before you tell me
Yep, we're
time's
almost
up?
out of time.
Okay, is where's my refund? This year, this is a new thing for the IRS. I mean, you could go to irs.gov.
They are going to send them,
Yes,
I think.
yes. Oh, definitely. You can go on irs.gov and put in, when you go onto the webpage, it's where's my refund. Well, this year, they're going to show you the steps where your refund is or where your return is.
Oh, that's nice.
So when your return is accepted.
Just like UPS.
Yes, a tracking number. Yeah, that's all we need. But you can go on www.irs.gov and find where your refund is. And 9 out of 10 taxpayers get their refunds
Oh, it
within
comes so
21.
fast. Yeah, it comes so fast.
Yes, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
Especially
at
if it's
getting
direct. Is it all direct deposit?
that. No, a lot of people don't do direct
I do the
deposit.
direct
I like the
deposit, so
direct
yeah, it's done.
deposits too.
Well,
Yes.
then if you don't have direct deposit for the New York State return only, you can get a debit card this year again that is basically very, very low fees. And it's not reloadable, but you can. It is another option.
So you have other options.
Right.
We've been talking with Beth Ann Smith. She'll be on again, I'm sure, and Joanne Passineau, and she'll be on again, I'm sure. We're going to keep you up to date during this tax season. Every single month, we're going to be talking about a new issue regarding taxes and how you can get them done for free. Thank you both for being here today.
Thank
It's
you.
always fun to see you guys.
Right. It's nice to be here. Thank you.
Yeah.
Again. I think so.
So tell me, what's going on this year?
Oh,
Lots of changes?
Well, lots of
Or you
changes.
don't know yet?
Yes, we don't know. No. The one big thing I do want to tell people is that we can't file our tax returns until.
Well, those kids were 9 years old, so don't tell me you can't get out and dance. If those kids...
January 30th. It's been
that'll be
postponed.
sitting.
I know.
Most people sitting at the... Can't wait to push that button and get it.
Right. With the delay in the signing of the bill,
Okay.
the processing is not going to take place until January 30th. So
You can do it. You can do it too, and you can probably take a lesson and learn and have some fun and get exercise.
definitely.
And you're not going to be dancing around the IRS, though.
That was good. No, I don't. Even if you have your return ready and send it in today, nothing's going to happen to a paper return or electronic filing return until January 30th.
So hold off. Besides, you might find out the law changed somewhere, and now you got to do